Hi all, welcome back to markets last week. Today is 9 September 2023. This week markets got back in control of the bulls. News of railway connectivity between Gulf and India made raise stock prices surge. Coal India has been on a roll last week, gaining around 20% in a single week. In a negative news, 6 of 8 foreign funds that invested in Adani have been shut. The news of India and Gulf connectivity has made the rail stock prices blow up. IRFC, RITES, RVNL, Titagar Rail shares are to look out for. IRFC stock has nearly doubled in a little over a month. Coal India has been a big time news this week as its prices went up 19%. The news is very basic of its increasing its output, but this gain of 19% in the stock prices is the highest ever since its IPO came out. Adani Group looks to be in trouble again as 6 of 8 foreign funds that invested in Adani have been shut down. Well, no bad news is bad enough for Adani stock prices though. The stock saw no impact of this news. The market mood index shows greed, but the bulls are back and it looked like they're in complete control. And it appears that we are far away from extreme greed, so I do not see anything hurting the bulls right now. Let's now go and look at the charts. So as you can see, I have the Nifty chart in front of me, and Nifty looks very bullish right now. And this week again, I have Fakir with me, joining to discuss and talk to me about the events that he sees unfolding on Nifty. So it looks really very bullish, Fakir. What do you think? This is this week. This is Friday, Thursday, Wednesday,
It-
Tuesday, and Monday. So every day has been kind of a gap up and a close above the previous day.
So consecutive green candles, and although I do not have the same chart drawn on my stance, but looking at this, my first reaction was, oh my god, so much business.
Yep.
So yes, looking at this right now, the flag, the up move, I think we are going to break the last swing high of 20k. So
Not
no stopping
20K.
for
I
us.
mean, we have to break the last selling high and
Yes.
then break 20K after that.
Okay. Yes. Please.
And looks very much possible.
I,
What do you think? Or do you think that we
yes.
could be end up
Yes.
forming a
It
double
looks.
top? No?
I actually the double top, if usually double top is formed immediately after a kind of a down move, and we retest the top and then there's a significant downtrending market. The way that this consolidation happened on a very longer time frame, I think the consolidation for like 3 weeks,
Yeah,
three
we
weeks
saw the
and
last high
now
on
that we
20th
are.
of July. The
Yes,
full.
so
It was more than 3 weeks now. We had the entire August in it.
definitely this is not something that I would say that we would
Uh,
touching 20k or something. I don't think so. It
so
will
where?
happen after this formation that we have in front of us.
So you think next week if we talk again, we'll be talking about breaking the 20K and discussing where it is headed next when the 21K is coming in.
I think initial in our podcast we kind of touched upon this that 19k to 20k was like 5 days.
Right,
So after 20k, maybe 21k will come in 2 days or 3 days. I'm not sure.
right. This is where we broke the. Where did we break the 18K? Somewhere around here.
18500. I think the 19k, the four
Yeah, the
consecutive
19K to
green
20K.
candles we
Right,
have.
this one from here. Once we
Yes,
reached
yes, yes,
19K,
yes.
that was on 28th of June, and then we reached very close to 20K on 28th of July. So, like in a month, we moved from 19K to 20K. So, next month, 21K, and then Diwali at 25K, hopefully. Not happening. Do you
Let's
have any
see the
idea about
way
what is it driving?
PSU
What is driving
stocks
this
are
group?
going up.
Yep.
I don't think so that any of us have any idea. The US markets were consolidating. We had a couple of downtrends there. I think one, maybe on Thursday, I checked the markets and they were like 0.5 to 0.7% down ASAC and SPX. But still, we continued the up move. So it's all domestic. Maybe it's the G20, G20,
Okay, the
G20. I
G20.
think yes.
That doesn't look like a good enough reason for markets to boom. India holding a G20.
I mean, do we have any reason for the up move in Coal India or BHEL or say for matter all other stocks? Anything concrete? Like you covered, railway stocks have gone up after this news that we'll have a connectivity with
Do you want to see
UAE or
the
something.
IRFC chart?
Of course, I have seen that chart very closely. This is not something that is fundamentally driven.
So you
This
think
is
this is
not
more like
fundamental
a
news.
pump and dump?
I think this is just a euphoria. PSUs were kind of beaten down for quite a while after COVID. The interest in the PSU stocks, like it was in back in 2017-18, was not there. So we have seen that interest coming in, and now the tide with the tide, all the other things are also rising. I think that is was the reason why the index was consolidating, and then it had to go up because the larger markets were very strong.
Do you have any kind of a holding in any kind of a railway stocks or anything?
No, I don't have any holdings in any of these stocks. It's kind of something that very few of people have allocation into.
There was a time that a lot of people were very bullish about IRCTC. What do you think about this news? How do you see it happening? A railway line between Gulf and India. How do you think is that connection going to happen?
I don't think there is any materiality to that news. Was it something that the railway ministry published, or is it just all rumors? And if it is rumor, I suppose that the free float has been cornered on these stocks, and now the news are coming up just so that they can exit or something like that. I'm not sure, because usually we see these kind of news coming in the last part of the movement.
Mm-hmm.
Markets are filled with all the rumors, and then some publishing house will publish that rumors, subscribe to that rumor mill, and then the other media outlets will just cover that story, so it kind of becomes a news, though it's just a rumor. So not sure what is happening here.
Yeah.
This is definitely not something that is fundamental, or uh, IRFC has will or start making money, since IRFC is into funding of the railway projects. So any kind of project that's coming in will not have a significant bottom line impact on IRFC immediately,
Mm-hmm.
right? So, stock going up by 50% in like 7 days, not normal, from 50 to 77.
From in fact, in a month, if you see in August 31st of July, it was around 36. So in around a month and a half, it has moved doubled, more than doubled, from 36 to 77. So nobody really knows what is happening inside, what is driving this force. The same thing is happening in coal. I mean, not really exactly like this, but this is the last week coal. We have had like huge green candles, and I think there was this day when it moved up 5%. This Thursday seems to be even bigger than that, from 256 to 274, approximately a 10%, close to 10% move, 7 to 8%. What do you think?
Okay, so I think it was more like a 8 to 10% move. And the only material news on this is that the production composition of electricity, coal, coal.
The
What would I
production
say?
capacity of
Coal.
Coal India went up,
Yes. So
right?
yes, and also there is an energy mix of this percent is coming from coal, or this percent is coming from other sources, renewable, or say for example gas,
Mm-hmm.
wind, solar. So that composition is also shifted in favor of coal. So they're what would I say? I'm missing out that word. So yes, that is what has happened materially. Anything apart from that, I'm not aware of.
Apart from that, I think in their last quarterly reports, even the profits were lower than last time or something like that. But just the output increased, and then it has. I mean, so it looks like there are a lot of bubbles forming in the market right now.
Yes, I think this is the last run to the overall bull markets that we have seen in India for last 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
And the way the small caps and all the other stocks are rising up, sooner or later we'll have a couple of weeks. large cap indexes, and that will be it for us.
Okay.
That is how I see it, but we haven't had that kind of correction for pretty long. But I think that's what is happening. The way all other stocks are going up, like Yes Bank has gone up, stock like CoalIndia, you have Bale. So if you haven't followed, Bale is kind of in an FNO ban list.
Okay.
Usually stocks come into FNO ban list when there are no new trades happening, or the open interest of the derivative is with few participants.
Right. Even Bhel looks like kind of phenomenal. I mean, it has nearly got a 50% up move in the last 15-20 days,
1
I
month.
think.
Yes.
And that too just on a single news of Adani, I mean, subsidy of
So
Adani
I
Group
was
placing
just
an order.
looking at the price to earning for BHEL, and it is at 140 times.
Oh, wow.
So although the chart will look like that the BHEL has not crossed its all-time highs, its all-time high is at around 600, but it's not something very fundamental. Yes. So if you go back to monthlies, you might see that high, because that high was at around 2008.
This is the monthly
So it's
chart.
a yes,
Yeah.
400 it was back in 2008.
2007, 8, yeah.
Yes.
So Bhel never recovered the crash of 2008.
Also, you have a few things coming up for Adani Group again. So they are in news for like 3 weeks consecutively.
But nothing is happening in the stocks, right? It is completely flat. I mean, of course, it is not taking part in the rally, but generally the kind of setbacks that a share price has due to negative news coming in, we do not see that at all happening with Adani. It is like
That
it is a protected stock that nothing can hurt it.
suspicious. I think something suspicious is going on. Very, very unusual moves on the trip, and the news that we have. News is coming in the other direction when the stock is not reacting at all. Maybe
Right,
something is happening here. Not sure.
right. It has been totally flat. This is the daily chart of
So
Adani.
if you if you go back to Adani ports again, 'cause I think you opened Adani ports there, no? I think
This
no,
is
no.
Adani NT.
So okay,
This is Adani Ports, and this is the daily chart.
just look at this chart. Though the coal production is that we had, that the composition of energy mix is in favor of coal now. So Adani ports also handles a large volume of coal imports.
Okay,
Maybe so the coal is flowing in from the port, and they will deal with that volume. The kind of response you would see on this stock is not here, while the kind of response we have on Coal India is entirely different. The
mm-hmm.
stock has gone up by 3%, made it to 25, but the Coal India went from 230 to 280 plus. So definitely, whether the reaction it was very positive for Coal India, or something is happening here. And also, if you look at, the stock has been in kind of consolidating since 2021.
This one, yes.
Say 20.
Since 2021, it has been consolidation mode, but it has had a like very volatile consolidation. I mean, the highs and lows are something that make or break a market. I mean,
So yes, I think this is around a 25% of down move, and then again when the Hindenburg report came out, it went from 800 to 400, which was a very large dip. But yes, overall, if you look at the charts, it is still in consolidation mode. So all public sector stocks are going up. Stocks like in railway stocks. Now we have energy stocks going up like Coal India, and also maybe few of the stocks on the Concorp, or say for example Encore, or stocks like these are also going up.
Concor is a public company.
Yep,
I mean, government. I didn't know
not
that.
that much, not that up move.
No, this is not that much. I mean,
The
if
kind
in
of euphoria we are seeing in,
the stock market, I mean, we are near it.
yes,
Yes, there has to be some sort of an euphoria. Otherwise, we wouldn't be at ATH. And
Of course,
as
yes.
we were speaking that we got here after a long struggle for that 1.5 years or 2 years. This is the monthly chart of Nifty, and if we see, so we had got into a setback right since 2022 December. So maybe this was
Almost a
much awaited.
almost a year of up move we are seeing. Not an year, but yes.
Yeah, it is a year of up move, yes, but then there was also a down move before that. So uh, since December of 2022, we had been flattish only, but then we jumped up again in this, a few months ago on the June of this year.
April,
So 1.5 years,
till
yeah, we were mostly flattish. You're holding any
so
positions over the weekend?
I don't, like I have mentioned many times, I try not to have, in positions,
Okay.
mostly take intraday trades. I guess that you would have a long, right?
Yes, I have a long. That is, I'm a little more towards selling.
And looking at the way the the index is going up, I think you must be in good profit.
Yeah, I am. Not very good, but I am in around in 200 points profit, I can say
Okay,
at the moment.
it's based on
Yeah, it's not
that is where you have your S's, not the M2M.
right. Let's see what
You
happens
proved
next
it,
week.
no?
Yep.
Okay, so can you check Nifty Bank? I think if we have to break this reach of 20K again, we will see something coming in from here. And this is something that hasn't moved up a lot like you have in Nifty,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Right.
So the 44K to 46K is a very small range, and it has been in this for like 5 months now.
Uh,
June, July, August, September. This is the fourth month we are in this range.
July,
Since
August.
June we have been in and around 44K, no?
Right.
So I think something will come from here if we have to, say for example, touch 25K by Diwali.
Mm-hmm.
We need some
We are definitely not touching
contribution
25K by
from.
Diwali. That was a joke.
I mean, if we have to,
Yep.
anyways, aim
Bank.
for the sky.
Yep. Bank Nifty also
That
looks
is what bulls are doing these days in the market, any which ways.
right.
There's no holding back. Let's see out how Nifty Banks looks like by the time we meet again next week.
Yep.
Hopefully, it's all good for our positions and we have a profitable week. So we'll take.
Yep. We'll take the break for today and we'll join back next week. So I think this is it from markets last week, this week. Please do not forget to like, subscribe to this post, and join us again next week. Thank you. Bye.